All right, all right, all right. Are you ready for some assembly? All right, everybody. It has been 1 week and we are back at assembly. This is the mob bot programming group. So I'm actually excited to be here because we got some pilots and navigators. And man, it's been a week since I've seen you guys, and I feel like we're really close to getting this bot up. But before I get ahead of myself, because I'm starting to jump in, because I'm just thinking about all this coding. If you're not familiar, I'm Drekken. I'm the host slash coder slash whatever, and this is assembly. This is where we do the mob bot programming, kind of like pair programming, but with a group. So why don't we maybe jump into our little explanation? Do I want to pull up my little notepad? Yeah, let's do that. Let's jump in. All right, so zoom in here. Okay, so how does it work? We're going to implement, there are 3 parts of mob programming. Now, if you're familiar with pair programming, it's very much similar to it. You have the driver, the person's going to be implementing the code. They're going to be focusing on coding. And then you have the navigator, the person who is going to be keeping an eye on the big picture and what we're trying to accomplish. They won't be doing it. They won't tell the driver what to code. And then there's the mob. And then the mob is your job as the mob, if you're in the mob, is to keep a watchful eye on pitfalls when it comes to editing and making code. You're watching for bad syntax. You're watching for misnamed variables. You're watching for all the weird, all the weird missteps that people will make when we're coding. And you guys, that is a very, very, very important role. But the navigators and the navigator and the driver will rotate. We'll be using the same IDE. If you want to be on that role, if you want to be a navigator or a driver, you just join, become a member, and then hop into the Discord. You'll get a link to the Discord in an email, and then you'll jump into the Discord, and you'll become I'll add you to the rotation. And if you can't, it's okay. You can just be in the mob. There is no pressure to do any of that stuff. You can just be in the mob, join in by chat, and we'll work out there. And what else do we? Let's the benefits. Why are we even doing this? So, shared code ownership. It's not your code. It's not my code. It's our code. There's a level of which we'll learn from each other. There are things that if you're not familiar with the Eris framework or even Python, we'll share knowledge and we'll get through it together. Co-authoring. I will add you to this project in a TXT file, and you'll be referred to as an author in it, and you can actually put it into your portfolio. Add it to your portfolio because you are on the team, and we're working together to put this. If that is something you would want, so it's actually a lot less pressure than making one from scratch. I would say it can be daunting to work on your bot constantly on your own, and so part of why we're doing this as well is that you can get yourself a sort of a bit of accountability, that you just work a little bit on coding each week without having to kind of pressure yourself. Jump in. You don't have to, there's no pressure for you to start up and spin up your own project by yourself. And we work together and we take off a lot of that load. And then the last part is it is social. It's fun. All right. It's a little bit of social aspect to it. And then obviously I just said how to join. And so that is protoss.ai/join or !join. Either which way will get you there. Okay, so we are not alone today. I have MindMe. MindMe's here. Hopefully he's back. We'll see. Is he here? Okay. Well, he might be getting water. It's okay. But
I'm here.
Oh, he's here. MindMe is here. Unmute yourself.
Turn my mic back on.
Yeah. So MindMe's here. He's back. You're not familiar, MindMe and I started this working on some of the big main stuff on the bot earlier on. So I think we're gonna catch him up to speed where we are, and then see what needs to be left. I'm excited to show him. Okay, so Mimi, did you get the link? You have the link, right? And you're able to.
You gotta approve it still.
Oh, snap. Okay. Is this where I? Oh, hopefully I. What did I just do? Hopefully I just approved it. We'll find out. Uh-oh. Rip. Rip. Okay, let's find out if I can. Okay. I might need to send you the link again.
Okay.
Let's see if I can I'll send you the link again. Because I think it asked me to do the thing and I wasn't paying attention and I lost the and if you're in the Discord, I will throw this link also in the general chat. So if if we're talking, you don't have to worry about interrupting us. You just click this link in the Discord chat and you can just jump in. So I see Dyson returns and I know he's a member, so he can jump in and he can join in and become, we can into this rotation. So, accept, read and write. Got it. Perfect. So he's in there. Yeah, all right. He's in there. Oh, Ender Sword is in the channel. Oh, see an Ender Sword. All right. All right, so mind me, you're in there. You can follow properly. Okay. So, and I'll make sure if I can get my timer up. Where is that timer? So we have a rotation. Oh. I don't know if this timer's going to show up properly on the let me make sure if it'll show up. Ah, perfect. Does show up. Perfect. Maybe. Okay. Oh, crap. So those who don't know, my mouse has been a pain in the butt recently, and there are probably many reasons for that, but oh, I lost the timer. Well, rip. Oh, there it is. It's back. See if I can do it without my mouse screwing up. For whatever it's worth, I ended up getting it RMA'd, so we'll see if they'll send me a new mouse or not. Okay, so got the timer going. I'll probably have to reset that, but it's okay. All right, so what if I can pause it while we'll talk? Because we have to do a review of. Okay, we'll stop the timer for now. All right, just know it works. Okay, let's do a review because, yeah, it's been a week and then MindMe's been away for a while, so he can get like an idea of where we are. So, quick overview. Our bot is doing a lure strategy. That's why it's called Angler Bot, and the idea is it's going to have to fight where it is best advantageous. So, we want the bot to be fighting where it is like strategically strong. Our core elements is we've got to react to the map. So we only did 50% of the map. There are 2 maps that we have to work on. We did 50%. When the enemy pylon, we already did. So we separated the stalkers and the zealots from each other so we can control them independently. When the pylon is under attack, they return to defend it. That's done. And if the scout dies, this actually is not something we're going to be doing anymore. I realize that the thing is over so quickly. If the scout dies, there's no point. So we won't be assigning a new scout if it dies. We'll just, whatever information from that scout dying will probably be best. Actually, can I just use subscript? I don't know. Or not subscript, superscript, where you highlight, stroke out. Oh, well, I'll delete it. Never mind. If enemy is in defensive stance, that's something I haven't solved yet, is what to do if the enemy is not attacking at all. So if the enemy isn't attacking, like if they're in defense mode, which some of the bots on the ladder do, what to do after that, how to pull them away from their post. That would probably involve the scouting somehow. I know for a fact that there are 2 bots, Eris's bot being one of, Rasper's bot being one of them, that does not attack first. It simply goes into formation and waits for the opponent to run into it. So we need to have a plan for that. in our to-do list, there was an idea of, actually, we don't actually have a lot of to-dos. I actually solved most of the overall, like, all the bugs are solved. So we solved most of the bugs, but let's start off by at least seeing how this bot runs, and then we can kind of go from there. We can take a look at how the bot operates, and then go from there. Mind me, can you see you'll be able to see the stream in Discord?
Yeah. I've
okay.
just been looking.
Okay.
So I see you have pylon defense in here now.
Oh, the code? You can see the code?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, yes, I should check my to-dos, because that's probably where I left my notes to what we're working on. So we'll do a pass-through of what's currently happening with our bot to make sure, A, it's not broken, because there are times we've come back and it's dead. And then B, what we're oh, I know that feel, Dyson. I know exactly that feel where you've recorded a full tutorial and then you're like, this doesn't work anymore. That's unfortunate. Or like you didn't record. I've had it. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Which ones?
We're red. So
we won.
Yeah. And so one of the things that we've also done recently is that we have our bot going to the what are they called again? Site blockers. So the zealots now move to the site blockers, and we're just wondering if we can. Yeah. So they now stand in the site blockers.
Where are those at? I was see without doing a replay. Never mind.
I ended up hard coding the actual site blocker coordinates. It should be near the top. In the point, they're in several points, but we ended up running into a problem last week is that the API actually does not pull all the site, because you actually get info site blockers and it gets you all the coordinates, and we did that and it misses one. So we ended up having to we ended up having to do it manually.
For one, you have to do them all. Just
yeah. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So see, look at that. They go, so right now they go to the site blockers, but yeah, then if the enemy doesn't go there, they pull up. So
nice. Well, you're learning a lot.
Yeah, and so this is the vision blockers, but originally we used get vision. See, here it is, the get vision blockers. Oh no, that's not it. So we had the code that was get vision blockers, and then we just you could pull it from the API for those of you who want to know technically, but it took all the vision blockers except one. So we just used a print to find out what the vision blockers is and just did it manually. So
it's just for this one map.
Yeah. Or... So there's no vision blockers on the other map. So we only have the vision.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is. So we ended up coding. Let's see what the to-do looks, because we ended up turning off that vision blocker. So what do we have? Set conditions of when to stay in hold position and when to attack. Possible to detect if the enemy is on high ground. The high ground problem. So we do not have a solution for if the enemy is taking the other side of the map and they're on the high ground. So what to do if they've gone a different direction for that. And then, if this code, we did defensive position, and I don't remember what this was for. And so we were like, is this even necessary anymore? So, and then, yeah, I think that was the only other thing. And we have to do the other map. So we haven't set up for the second map yet. So this is, I think right now we can say the first map might be done, except for what to do if the
defensive,
if they're on the defense. So if they're on the defense, what do we do? And then if the enemy is coming from the other side, so we have the top. So right now the stalkers go to the top one. They always go to this top up here. But if the enemy comes down here, we don't really have a good plan for it. And then also, we don't quite have our, right now, we were trying to get hold position. So we were trying to get them to hold position inside the site blockers, but they don't quite do that. So they go to the site blockers, but we kind of want the melee to run into the site blockers and and or if it's Terran to run into the melee because they can't see the units. But the obviously the downside that is I guess is if they go down to the bottom, they will have an advantage of seeing what is oops. See, like we have the advantage that they can't see, but if they are in the sight blocker, not to move, and then if they're not in a sight blocker to, or if there's stay in the sight blocker until the enemy comes, and then if not to leave. So we don't really have any solution for that because the sight blocker is good, but
is there a way to see if you're detected? It seems like there was.
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, because you can hold while if not detected.
Ooh, good question.
Detected, then there's no point in being in there anyway.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. If we can have it that it's, let me see if I'm gonna actually see if I can pull up the replay so we can. I actually would like to visually see the thing, but if there's a way to see if there's detected, that would be a good idea. Or is visible? Maybe if it's visible. I know there's.
I think I think the is visible only works on enemies though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what I can't remember. You know, I can't remember if there's a way to tell if you've been seen or not.
Let me see if there's anything in the Eris API, but
I bet there's not. I bet there's not, because that wouldn't be very human-like, and everything's centered around being like a human.
But there must be a thing where, like, if a unit's burrowed, because I've seen Rasper do. I mean, Eris do it. That when a unit's burrowed, or if it's been revelation.
Yeah, you can see burrowed. Burrowed for sure. You can see.
Oh, but like if they are burrowed and they've been revealed, they know how to like pop up or how to move because they've been revealed. So there must be like that could just easily be a custom thing.
Yeah, you'd have to. I mean, you can probably. I mean, you can write your own code to do it. I mean, if you look at all the conditions, like the units within a certain range, and
it could be if it takes damage. It could be if it takes damage. If it takes damage,
that would be another way.
You know, if it takes damage, then
if not full health.
If not full health, okay, yeah. If not full health is probably a good solution. I think that could be like an easy solution. If not full health, so if it takes damage, then it's no point staying in there.
The only thing is, it's a little late, but
yeah, that would be really late. Because if it takes damage, that means it's being attacked.
So you might do like a distance, like if they're. See how far, but
well, let me pull up the. I'm gonna pull up the replay, and we can actually see.
You could do like if you could take the position of the enemy in your position, and then the position of the vision blocker, and see if they're in between. If the vision blocker is in between, then you're hidden. And if they're not in between, then you're visible.
I mean, like if the enemy's in between, like if the enemy is close to the vision blocker.
Yeah, like like if you're on one side and the enemy's on the other, then you're.
Because ideally,
you can take the position. You can take the position.
Yeah, because ideally, what you want is the enemy to be inside or like to run into the vision blocker, and then that way they're let's actually we can see in this replay, and let's see. Oh, I think we're actually one.
Too far?
Yeah, we might be too far. See if we can see the vision of the enemy here. It's a V? Okay. And like,
let's see what they're doing.
So like we can see, and they can't see. So this is what kind of like what we want is that.
Right. That's awesome so far.
Yeah, right. This is the ideal, right? Is that we're here, yeah. They can't see up, and then either their units run into this vision blocker here and take damage, or if they try to get up to this unit, they take damage. This is like the ideal, but yeah, right. I think
that stalker runs in. Are they going to stop there and stay out of range?
So they're supposed to, but we're gonna see right now is that they're going to like, yeah. So
see, they kept going.
They kept going. So
and they're going beyond the original points too. So they're just straight to attacking there.
Yeah. So I think because right now I think we have a condition. Actually, we might have to check the condition because right now that you can see they're trying to attack, but before I think they're only trying to. I think they're under. If there's no enemy, so if no enemy has been seen, they're set to go here. And so I think that right now that's the temporary condition.
Okay, yeah. So then when the enemy gets seen, they take off. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's currently the current condition, but that's because I didn't have another solution. So currently, it's like when enemy is visible, and we can go down there into the code and can see it. Because right now they're actually it doesn't.
The other thing though is how can you? It's hard to tell if they're in the middle like that.
You mean the middle of what? Like if the enemy's in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. That we like. There isn't.
I'm just trying to think of the conditions because you don't want your guys sitting down there while they're getting. I mean,
Yeah.
the health. You can do all the health, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be one.
So we could. I think health is like maybe the easiest way. Visible would be the like. Yeah.
So you should probably maybe can do like a flag to say like why the flag. So you start off with the flag, and that flag says go to the space to the plate, and then we can just turn that off with the flag. But then we can use another part of the code to write conditions we'll check to change the flag, and then only when once the flag is gone, then that's no more reason to hide behind them, I guess.
Okay, like is visible flag, and then we can turn the flag off if like, or turn the
Yeah,
flag.
and then
Yeah.
and then you can just use other you can do it in the same code, I guess, but after that, and then turn it off once you trigger it once. Then that way you're not going to be it's not going to keep trying to go back to it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like, and then we also have to turn the you have to move the points by 1 so that they're inside the thing properly.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so actually it looks like they canceled the movement early. We have to check. We have to check actually what the conditions are because they're no longer moving there. Something has stopped them from moving. So I don't remember entirely what has stopped them from going up there.
Can you click on the one of the zealots so we can see where it's clicking to?
Or is it maybe? Oh, it is.
Yeah,
you know what? It has it's queued for hold position. So maybe that's what it is because I actually have it queued for hold position, but
right.
I think it turns off once it reaches some certain condition. So we can go through the code and see what that is. I'll leave this up because it actually could be useful to take a look at that again. And I think we can jump into the part of the code where it is here. So it's like, yeah, so it goes register for behavior and then hold position Q, true. So it does hold position.
If melee, if not combat started. So that's your flag already. You already had the combat started flag.
Combat started. So I forgot to. So we have to look like what turns off combat started. If enemy units. So if enemy units combat started is true. So that is.
Is that the only place you use the combat started? It's not being used.
That's the only place combat started is set. Is here.
So we're not going to worry about starting a build anywhere else if we change that.
No, yeah. Yeah.
So we can just change those conditions right there then. And,
yeah.
You might want to refactor it and say melee combat started to be that way you can have your.
I see what you mean. You're right. Do we use combat start? So you're right. Okay. Is combat started anywhere else? Okay. No. Okay. We can.
So.
Will melee combat started.
It should.
All right, cool. So why don't we can get started? Do you want to be navigator or pilot first?
You can go first because I'm I'm still looking at the code. You go first.
Okay, so I'll do the coding and you'll be my navigator. All right.
That sounds good.
All right, sounds good. All right, time to get started. I'll put get this up here. Actually, we'll have to close the game because it's like making noise in my ears. I hear like coyotes and shit whispering in my ears. Okay, now I'll do it. All right.
So right now it's just checking for enemy units. So You still leave that, but then you need to make it maybe make an and.
Oops.
Is there a way to get the if there is there an easy way to tell if any of the zealots have lost health?
If the zealots are lost health, you
Right,
can.
that way you know that something shot them. That would be like you could.
Oh, there
Well,
is. Yes, there is an easy way. Yes. I will.
so we can come up with multiple conditions. I think so. If that would be like one condition, stuff like if any of the zealots have taken damage, then we know that combat has started, melee combat has started, and then that can be like we can add other conditions in front of that or with that as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we can. What is it called? Is it health? What is it? Is it
Yeah, health.
unit health? Unit health. Yeah. So I have. Yeah, it's unit.
So you can just go over all of them and check for.
Yeah.
Health.
So for each.
So basically the same as the calculated scores. We're just going to check for.
Well, we'd use health and shield. Some max health and shield percent.
Oh yes. Shield. Shields is actually all you need to check. You don't need to check.
Yeah, you can just check the shield. So if the shield goes down, we can do that. So let's. Do we want to do it where we have melee combat started? Melee combat started. And
I would do that as a function, function just to check to see if he needs if you go back to the calculate scores. I would just do it as a function to say define check zealot health or zealot shields, and then you can just return a true or false if there's any of them are missing health.
Oh, just like kind of like how we have it here for unit self-unit scores.
On the no on the actual function itself, the calculate scores.
Oh, calculated score.
Or you can do it there too. I just like to do functions because it makes it cleaner.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, let's do it like that. I like that.
So yeah, like define. Yeah, and
then what do we call this? Check health. Enemy health. Check
zealot health.
Oh, zealot health. Zealot health.
Yeah, zealot health.
I'm actually call it melee. Melee, just in case.
Melee or shields. Yeah.
Shields.
Name of variables is so hard.
I just give that to. I should just give that to let the AI choose that.
Yeah.
And then return it as a boolean.
Yeah. Oh, we don't want. Is that unit? We want all units, I think.
Units.
Yeah.
Oh, are we going to cycle over each unit, or we're just gonna check any unit? Because I don't know if we can. Can we do individual?
I would just loop over them, just like you have out there above the 4 unit and units.
Okay. And we go if.
No, just 4 unit and units. Oh, you got a typo at the top there. Which should be units. It says unit, and then type units, and then it should be units.
Units. Oh, I see.
Unit.
I
then
see.
You can do unit and units. Yeah.
Unit in. Whoops. Ah.
All right. So then we're just going to do the if shield.
Is it?
That's the annoying part of the autocomplete sometimes. So we just want to check if the shield is less than the max, then return.
Shield. Shield. Should a shield max? Shield max?
I think it should be. If shield max is greater than unit.shield, or
is it does it start as a 1? So actually it'd be less than 1, no? Or is it
Oh, I was just that's the max. The max is always gonna be the same.
Oh yeah. So
I was just gonna check to see if the shield is less than the max. So unit.shield is less than that. So that returns true. That means something's been triggered. That should be good.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So that means if you don't mind put a note on there.
Oh yeah.
I would just to say it returns true if they've been damaged.
All right.
Oh, we need to do. Yeah, melee. That's a good point. We didn't do that. We need to make sure it says melee unit, not because right now you're checking.
Any units.
Yeah, you're checking the stalkers too, and the stalkers can be fighting up there.
Could
But if
we?
the stalkers, do you want to attack if the stalkers have taken damage?
Uh, Good question. I would say maybe we should just do melee, and then once you put on the ladder, if there's like an edge case where it isn't, then we'll just undo it, because might be a good idea to have it just activate with the. Couldn't we just pass only the zealots into this function?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. Totally.
We could just pass only. We can only just we can, and then if it becomes a problem, then we can just pass everything.
Right.
So we just
sounds good.
yeah, we can just pass. Okay, and then okay. Hold on, let me get some of this our coding music up. All right, and then if we go down to melee, where should we activate this?
I was gonna put it back up there with the where you had the melee combat.
Melee combat started. Melee combat started.
Not that one.
No.
That one.
Yeah. So in this part, so instead of if enemy units.
No, you want to do. So I would just be. We're just gonna do conditions now. You're gonna do just like one after another. So just right there after inside the if enemy units.
Yep.
Do if self dot. What was the check?
I
just start
melee check melee shields.
Yes. So if that check it, and then if that is, then you can do true. Return.
We need to pass
the two lines below it. Oh, but you got to pass the units. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hold. Actually, we'll actually put it below here. Self dot check melee shields. That's not enemy units. What is the variable for these? Is it like
You haven't defined them yet. You're gonna have to move some code up or down.
Yeah. Is this on step? This is on step. Okay, we'll call this something like melee units for now. And then
if it's true, then you want to say the combat has started.
And then we'll go.
Yep.
All right. And then we're going to like define melee units as
you might have it done it already at the bottom.
Actually, what I need to let's find out what because I right now have it inside the combat. So in here. So we have melee defined in here. What do we? It could be in. We could go like what's in squads. Actually, you can get squads, unit roles, attacking, and then I could say only for the melee, only for zealots. I could do that. I could just some like, I'm trying to remember how to do this properly. So it'll be something like melee units. Melee. Oh, it knows. You clever little minx you. And then I need to make sure this is actually it has to. I need to go over this, but only from. Forget how to do this. Only for zealots. Let's see if it'll know what I was thinking. I don't. Maybe.
Yeah, that works.
Does that work? Okay.
I mean, it appears to be a right. Except for all the extra stuff that it added. All the stuff that it added there is not.
Yeah, I think it will. Once I accept the code, it will.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think that works.
I mean, it looks like good code. I don't.
I
I don't know.
think- I guess we'll find out. Like it looks right, and so like okay. You know what? Why don't we just do a print and let's see what happens? Print. Let's see what happens. And we'll see what happens there, and if it triggers it, it'll let us know.
So, what other conditions can we check for?
I mean, you know what? That's a good. I'll actually ask.
We could do a timer because you wanted to do for if somebody's doing. So you could do like if it's the game time is less or beyond say 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Then you can do that. You can, and I would just see what I would do is just add it as another condition below it, and then.
Oh, you mean like multiple conditions, like fail safes to? Keep...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just down the list, and I mean, and then also I would add it to only check it when it's false or true. Only check it when it's false.
Let's see what happens if this one works.
Nope. Well, the condition worked at some point.
Yeah, it did work.
So we need to add in that one that only checks when it's.
So yeah, so the condition worked, or at least I think it worked, right? So it checked the shield.
At some point, at some point it worked. But it was going off.
Well,
they were not holding.
Oh, true. They were not holding. So maybe just check the logic. Oh, but it's still inside the if enemy units.
Oh, because there's no well, if there's no enemy units, then there's no reason to.
It's like if enemy units. So if enemy units exist. Oh yeah, but then we go if enemy units. That's for this. So as long as there's enemy units, and if. Oh, actually, this should be fine, I think. This is like if enemy units. So if the enemy units exist. And then
So
it checks.
let's add a line there above the check melee. Just another if, just to make sure it only check when it's false. If not, melee combat started. Then we can see exactly when it triggered.
If not, self-made.
Not gonna run every single frame after it starts combat anyway.
And you put this into it?
Yeah. Just,
okay.
That's how I would do it anyway. I mean, now you're only gonna get the one print.
Oh, so we can see when it did it.
Yeah. Although, I mean, you could always do that with the first one that printed, but it's a whole lot prettier. And it's also good, so that you're not running this extra code you don't need to later on. And now we can just add more down here below it as you think of them. So it's the thing you can approve on. You should be able to approve on somewhat easier. And you can also just put it all into its own.
Sometimes I do like I'll do it like
its own function.
I'll say like if not and but I guess this is actually cleaner.
I like to do it with I like to put them in functions and do returns. I know Yada said he hates when people do that, but I love it. So it's like I'd like put it in its own. It's like we did with the first one there, how it returned, so it doesn't have to finish the loop as soon as it finds just one.
Oh yeah, so they did it there.
It's just not stopping though. It must be somewhere else that's.
Yeah, so it did go off once. Though we're not sure necessarily.
Is there a does the Ares framework have a debugging plugin?
Does, but I don't know how to use it. Okay, so actually it does. Let's see if I can. Okay, this is a good time to learn, I guess. This is a great time to learn. So the debugging is in the config file.
Because I see this nice little formatted deal there on the
So
on the
it's
bottom.
like debug equals true.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Oh, I mean like like this can like it debugs on.
I'd like so that our print statements can be. I was just looking to get a timestamp on the print statement.
Oh, in that case, we can just do that. We can just go like print like time,
or just a frame, just anything, just to see that. Because I mean, it prints it, but you don't know what.
Sorry, no, it's a self dot formatted time. Time formatted. There it is. Time. Oops. All right, time to switch.
So I mean, just that way we can see what time it's going off. I mean, you can see when it's going off, but it's kind of hard to see that in the screen at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I'll run it again, and then I can.
You really need to add in a slow motion thingy too. I'm telling you.
Slow motion? Like, you mean like, reducing the
speed so that it, so
yeah,
like
we can do that too.
It's a sleep timer on every frames.
Okay, I'll reduce the game step. I'll do that.
No. Game step won't do it. It's actually reducing your game step will make it faster.
Oh.
You just throw a sleep in there, a little timeout on every frame, so that it's only like 1 or 2 frames per.
Oh, well, I actually don't know how to do that. So good thing it's you now. So you'll have to show me how. So I've never done. So I've always just done it like this and then just watch the replay.
All right, do you mind if I turn to create a function for this?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely, you can. Hold on, so see if it. So that 18 seconds is when it happens. So
you want define.
I will switch over to following you.
Okay. Oh, I was already typing. Is it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Define check melee combat. Started. Self. That's all we need, right? Yes. Now we'll go. So this is just how I like to do things. I'm not sure. I'm not know if it's best, but so if it's started, then we just return.
And do you just call this function? Like, what do you end up doing?
Yeah, we'll return true if it's already. All right. So see now, if once it's already started, it's just going to exit there. It's not going to go any code below that. So then, what did I do here? Did I do that?
It should be fine then. Oh,
there it goes again. I didn't do that.
It's not me. Let me. Okay.
What?
Are you using a hotkey? Maybe a hotkey is triggering it. Oh, it's cool. Let me close this README. It keeps opening. Why does it keep opening?
Okay.
I think we're.
So now this is the same thing as that you did. It's just down on the function.
But it's not getting the melee units. Is that okay? Is that okay? It's not. Seems to be.
Oh yes, that's a good point. We need to put that in here. Melee units. Is that units? Is that how that units with capital? Right?
Yeah.
So that should work, correct? And then we'll just. So now it's just organized. So now, when you want to come down here, and you can just add. Wait, this needs to be different. Return true.
And then we put like a little just comments there, just so if we come back here, I remember what this was doing.
Here. So self.main will be equal to self.check. And then here we want melee units.
I see how you did this. Okay, it's actually a lot clean. I see what you mean. It's a lot cleaner. This way.
Now you don't have to worry about this up here at the top anymore. You're not clogging up your step.
I need to start doing this more often because my code and my other bots are so it's just like
and now and also you don't have a bunch of nested ifs because you're just going to return, like right here you return, so you don't have to worry about it. It's just the same as if you had nested it.
So you just use the, what is it doing that? It keeps doing that.
I don't know. That's weird. Is there somebody else that's
that's a good
Are we
question.
being pumped?
No, it's just you and me. It's just you and me in here. So that's really clean. So you use the return statement. So if it's false, it comes out, it returns out, and then if it is, it keeps going. Oh, I see. That's an interesting way. It seems a lot cleaner. Yeah, I normally don't do like that, but I like this way because it looks cleaner. And I just been doing like nested if statements.
Well, yeah, since you get like 5 or 6, and it gets confusing.
I was about to say, that's my biggest thing, is that it gets confusing over time when I be like, oh my god, especially if you want to go check and fix something. You're like, oh my god, what was this doing? And so, yeah, I actually I like this method more, so I'm gonna have to try it more. But it's gonna take me a while. You have to remind me to. Oh, should we test it? Are we good? Do you want me to test?
Well, you can test it. It should be exactly the same though. But it's not going to work because we still have the issue.
Oh, okay. Should we need to maybe?
I was thinking we need to put some debugging in here.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So where is this? If melee right here is where we need to be, right? Set the conditions when to set how. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So, but it doesn't seem to be. If not, so this is going to the thing. Self-top positions. Success right here. You could change this success at distance 1. I bet that would probably put you behind the things.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that's how it works. I don't really know. That's just.
Well, originally I was going to change the table up at the top. Yeah,
but I'm thinking if you could, because if they're coming from the side, they're always going to be. You start at 1, then they'll stop inside. I think.
I guess we'll find out. Give it a shot.
Register behavior, hold position. So unit dot hold position, is it telling it where?
No, it's queued. So as soon as after the command is issued, it just goes to hold position.
Okay. So else, let's add a print here on the else, and so we can check when it's been triggered. It's going to print it over and over, but we can see combat started. So this is when it thinks it started. Although, I mean, I guess, I don't know. That doesn't actually seem useful. Because it's going to be.
Because the attack.
Well, let's just check here if this is being called at all.
Okay. Well, it has to be called because they wouldn't be going to the.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking maybe if something else was overriding it. If
oh, I
this
see.
Be called.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. So, because like if ranged, if okay, no, what's this? Oh, it's this else. This isn't down here in an else. So if close ground enemy. Oh, if ranged. What's this elf? Oh. So this is.
Oh, this might be the thing.
This is only getting triggered when it's.
If there's no closed enemy units.
So once this is coming on, once they got the enemies coming on, then it's not. That's what's happening. It's not.
Yeah.
So even though we've already done it, I think we need to switch out the melee and I was thinking the melee and the range because you got it separate here and here, and then down here you're separate as well. There it goes again. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe you should do melee ranged up here. So
you mean ranged, in their own separate?
Yeah. So if ranged here, logic, and then if melee here, and then you can do the other one. You want me to go ahead and do it?
Yeah, let's go ahead. So you're thinking that we should separate them from each other, the melee and the ranged. Okay.
So if ranged, here we go. That's a good start, and then we'll do like this. Why does it?
Why is it doing that?
Let's say so. Here we don't need this part now. Correct. See, if I hit tab is what's doing it. It's something weird with the.
Maybe
No,
we
I
could.
didn't do nothing that time.
Yeah, I think it might be tab. We can.
That worked. I don't know. So if ranged, so if close ground enemy, and then else if ranged, we want this one down here. I don't know what that discussion.
You could probably try after you put it in there. Oh,
I didn't. That's not what I wanted.
maybe try to refresh the. Because you're in a browser, right? So maybe we have to refresh the browser. Maybe it's getting confused.
I've only got a few minutes left.
Oh.
So if ranged, okay. So here, hopefully I'm keeping your logic correct. Else, all right. So now we need to do if melee. Wait. I'll just go ahead and do what you have now.
Yeah, with the if ground, yep.
And then we'll just afterwards we can come in
and clean it up.
Yeah.
Whoop. Hope we don't like write something to the file.
Yeah, I hope so too.
It's okay. I'll check.
I've ruined your whole thing.
It's okay.
Oh, why is it? Okay, it's again. Let's do it. I'll use just my mouse. Okay. Run away.
Is it? I think it's your tab. I think when you push tab, it's like doing something. It's probably changing.
If but it's not letting me. Oh, there.
Oh.
There we go. Finally. Okay, so that should be if the close. Now we need to do this part. Copy. Where was it? Here. If melee.
I wonder if it's maybe where's my mouse? Maybe make sure maybe my mouse is tripping you out. No, there it is. I'll put my mouse here and see what happens. Make sure it's.
So okay, so that should be the previous all of this, right? Yes.
Dyson says maybe an alternative hotkey for indent. That's a good question.
I'm not quite sure. So there, now you have. Okay, so there.
Okay.
So that should be the previous. So now we need up here this close ground enemy needs to change because should we put the close ground enemy?
So it goes if melee, if close ground enemy, target the closest one, and then else.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what we can do this is. Well.
The battle between the ID and the code begins.
Okay, so here we'll start. We'll do a thing you said, like you said that with.
Woo.
I would lose my mind. Okay.
All right.
If okay, else is it LF in?
Yeah.
Yeah, LF. Close enemy ground. Right, and then else, but then we just want this part. Correct? Yep.
Yes. Assuming it is going to.
And there we go.
Oh.
Where'd the okay, where'd the main go? There it is.
After when it switches
I blame you, Bill Gates. 'Cause Bill Gates. Okay. Now I think this will work.
Okay.
If there's no errors, then it's a miracle, but we'll see.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Then maybe we should get you to refresh your your thing.
Okay, I'm gonna turn. Yeah, I'm gonna redo my thing.
Yeah.
The original link should work, right?
Yeah, the original link should be fine. Okay, well, so far so good.
Errors?
None so far.
Oh.
Oh. Wrong one. Okay. We'll see how this pops out. Okay, hasn't oh, you're oh
Hey!
hey oh
It worked.
yeah, kinda. It worked for the most of it. Okay.
That wasn't a good strategy for that particular one, but the code worked.
Yeah, it did work. Okay, cool. Let me.
I think it's your turn now.
Yeah, it is my turn. Okay, so let me turn back on the. And then continue. All right, perfect. Okay, I'm in the driver's seat. All right, so I think one thing I want to do is I actually want to see if I can slow it down. Did you say if we turn the step up, it goes
No, if you ask just okay, so the game step, what it is there's I think there's 22.4 game steps per second.
right.
Okay, so that's just how often it's going there. So if you do game step 1,
Yep.
that means the code, the on step code will run every single step.
Oh.
If you put it on if you put it to 4, then it's only going to run every 4 steps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the lower the number, the worse your bot's going to be. The
Right,
higher the
right.
number, the worse your bot's going to be. The lower the number, although sometimes people have a lot of problems on game step 1 because the commands take a step to go through, and then
Right.
you're always one step behind on what you see. So, but
there's a way to slow down the actual game, though. Is it in the run?
I just put a sleep timer on there. Is what I do. So at the end of at the start of your step or the end, it doesn't really matter either one. You just put like a sleep dot, half a second, and then it will do that every single time. And
and that will slow it down. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I do it on -0. Although I have a bunch of commands that will.
Let's try that, just because I want to be able to see it a little bit. So let's go to on step, and then you put like a sleep timer. You say like.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what the.
Is at the end of this?
It doesn't matter where you put it.
It doesn't matter. Okay, sleep. Let's see if the thing.
Yeah, 0.
Oh, maybe that's not a thing. It doesn't like it. Or maybe I need to import something for it to work. Oh, okay. Import asynchronous import sleep or time import sleep. Let's try that. Where did it put that?
So,
did it? Oh, good. It put it at my top.
So you can do time.sleep and then in parentheses to put like 0.1.
Well, actually, I think it just imported.
Oh, it imported it,
Yeah,
and then okay, so you don't have to do the time.
Yeah. Let's see.
So yeah, try that. So that should be like just a slow motion. I have mine on -0. I have a chat command, so I can turn it off and on.
Yeah, I've seen some of the.
But I mean, it's just a good way to do it, for now.
I just want to see where we're landing, and then making sure that they're all bunching up where they're because I think I saw that the success at 1 actually worked to get them to be inside, but we didn't see how it looked on the other side of the map. So let's see if let's see where we land. Oh, okay. That's kind of okay.
I try to go for real time. I don't know what the. Yeah, see, it's much slower.
Oh yeah, it's not quite inside.
They're there though.
They're there.
So see, yeah, you see your stalkers are engaged and you're not. So we need to put in another condition for the combat starter to. If the stalkers take damage, then you can do it.
Yeah,
So
maybe we
we
should
just make it all
units.
Just the melee.
Yeah, we should make it all units if any units takes damage. Let's do that. We'll remove
Or you
the.
can maybe do the. Yeah, because you want them to run up there.
Yeah,
just
let's take away the condition for the
melee only.
For the melee. So then we can actually.
You just gotta remove that out, the unit type out.
Yeah. So let's somewhere. There it is.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna change. Actually, let's make sure it works, and then I'll change it. So then if we have all units or any units gets to attack.
Damage.
Yeah, any units take damage, then it will react.
Or maybe we can do. I mean, if you want to get more complicated about it, what we can do is take the height of the melee.
What do you mean?
Get the height to make sure.
Like if they're elevated, like what is that?
Yeah. So if they're on the, so like just to see if, because you're on the bottom there,
right,
on that particular map. The thing is, it's just that one map.
Yeah, it's only this map.
But yeah, so you could just do any melee that does damage is automatic. But then with your the attackers on the high ground, you just want to do it if they're taking damage from a unit that is at the same height that is up atop. That way you know that they're not coming through the middle.
How would you do that? You'd have to check the elevator. You'd have to get the elevation.
Well, that's more complicated, that's for sure.
Because I think Eris actually has a height thing in the API.
Yeah. It's just the Z on the position. It'll be the point.
Like a 0.3. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.3, and then it'll be the Z. So you just would check to see if it was higher than your Z lot. So if it's higher than your Z lot, then you know that they're on the high ground.
If the attack came from the high, like how would you?
But no, you can't see where the attack came from. You just have to check for enemy units. So you would just look at which enemy units are. You would check to see if your enemy units are on the high ground or the low ground. That way.
Would that be
if they're on the high ground? And then if they're on the high ground, then there's no point to hiding.
To check if enemy units exist on the low ground, then
you want to wait.
If the enemy units are on the high ground,
right?
That would replace the shield stuff. We wouldn't use the shields anymore, or the shield damage. We would have
you would still keep that condition in there.
Oh, it's just another condition.
Right? Yeah. Because you can. I mean, you're not picking either or. You're just coming up with multiple things. Okay, if this happens, then do it, and then you can just keep adding to it.
Okay, let's.
Because I mean, you still if they're taking damage and you don't want them holding, that's for sure. So that's just that's one way it can happen. Another way it can happen would be if they're in the high ground and there's none in the low ground.
Okay, let's try something for the high ground. I'm gonna see if there's anything in Eris with high ground related. I'll quickly pop this over here. Let's see if high ground. No,
that's for hiding it.
That's
pretty cool. That's a cool function. I never thought of that before.
What? The overlord?
Finding the closest high ground. Oh, that's a.
Well, I think it does that, but it's incorporated as a function to discover where.
I think if you just go over the enemy units and compare Z's, so like I did before, you just make a new function that says check enemy high ground.
Okay.
And then you just loop over them, and then you need to put in the your
into
base
the
unit.
Yeah. Okay.
To check them against, and then you just compare the Z's. The unit dot position 3D dot Z. I think I'm guessing it's something like that. Oh yeah,
Check
now
it.
your AI is gonna give you a
Yeah. If the enemy is on high ground. Let's see what it says. And then we'll go something like check enemy position. Enemy sure.
high ground.
That is not correct here, but oops, I don't like how my did enemy like that. So check if the enemy unit.
You just want any units, any of them. So you just want to loop over them for unit and self enemy units.
If for 4 unit
Yeah.
and self enemy units.
If position.z is greater, but we need to take in another integer.
I think we have to import to use
Or
0.3,
float.
don't we? We have to import something in to use 0.3.
No.
No? I remember having
It's
to.
just unit dot point position. It's either position 3D or
position 3D.
Yeah.
And then what is that? Greater than.
Yeah, you need to put in a value in there. You need to pass one in. So
But how about our zealot? Like, or pass our unit in?
yeah, just any zealot's Z button. But so we just want to put it in there, like up here at the self. Check enemy high ground self. They'll put like comma. Float.
Sorry. Okay, so do we have to pass in self and then pass in what? Our enemy unit? You have to do that. So melee units?
Just any. Just an integer. That's what I would pass. Just the Z position. So just a Z position integer or float. Z float, yeah.
Z float?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I see. Okay. And then instead of this, just like Z unit position
Greater than Z, yes. So that because you're gonna pass the Z in with the function.
Oh, I see. Why do you just put like a random? Doesn't that confuse you? What if you just put like a single? I feel like if I was to do that.
Oh yeah, I would name it like Z position, but yeah. I mean,
Okay.
It
Let's do
doesn't
that.
really matter.
Like Z position, like Z position. Oh, Z POS. Like I always recognize those. I use those sometimes.
Okay,
POS.
so at the bottom, you need to return false default at the very bottom last line of the function. Return true there.
Return and then return false here.
No, yeah, there, yeah. And now you've got a good function, I think.
Then there's POS. Oops, Z POS.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I keep trying to look on Discord instead of the editor.
Oh, you can see it on the editor too. Oh, you can see exactly what's going on there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can just actually go to where we had her. And then, hey, Joe Makun. Welcome. Yes. You can see how these functions. You and I are both learning how these functions are broken up in many ways. So I've actually never. This is my first time ever comparing. I've never compared height. So this would be a new thing for me.
All right. So yeah, when you take that function and then
where's our other functions again? I need to put my little marker so I can jump around better.
I think we need to go back down to the other function that I created is where we need to go now.
Which function?
Because we're still looking for the combat. We're trying to still define when to stop holding.
Oh, okay.
Check,
so let's go to melee.
Yeah, there we go. So right there above or below, it doesn't matter anywhere. If no, that's too low.
Too low?
Yeah, before the return false, the last line of the function.
A lot.
Before it.
Before?
Yeah, before the false. Return false.
Oh, I see. Oh. Okay, I got it.
Otherwise, you're going to be
Yeah, then it's a little All right. If what? What are we checking?
So if we need to get a Z position from our melee unit, so we can do that in the function. So if self dot, what was the function we just made? It's right below us, so I can see it on the screen. So check enemy on high ground.
Check.
It's like literally right there.
Oh, check enemy on high ground. Yep.
And then so we need to do a melee units 0, I guess, with the index 0. I think that should work. Dot position dot Z. Yeah. Oh, but that's gonna check a zealot or a stalker maybe.
No, it's because it's we changed it.
Let's just do this for now and see what happens.
Okay.
So we need to return true then.
Return true.
Yes, if they're on the high ground. Could, you know
Okay.
what? I think it might. Well, if the 0 is always a stalker, because it's not going to be random. Let's just try it and see what happens.
Okay.
It might just be a stalker. It might be a zealot's always the 0.
I'm gonna actually put a print in here too, just to see, so we can see. I don't know.
So yeah, we might want to change. We might want to filter that melee units down to only the zealots. Although it might be that the first one is a zealot. I don't quite know.
Yeah. Well, we can
anyway,
we can filter to have it just as zealots. It might be better that way.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, you can just keep adding this. Anytime you see that your units are holding and they shouldn't be, or they should be, you can always just come back to that function and just take what condition, just figure out what happened, and then just add that. So
you mean like another check?
Right. Yeah. Anytime you happen to see something, and then you can just keep improving that function every time something happens, and you keep your old ones in there. You know.
Nope, it's not. Perfect.
Oh, to see if
they're still going a little bit too far.
Well, yeah, but they might stop.
Oh, you're right. They might stop. Oops.
Because of the 1. You're
right. They will stop because of the 1.
Well, it says it's success. But no, they didn't stop though.
Oh, no.
And they are. You're going to have to change those. I don't know if that really. I mean, because they were seen. I think we could probably, if you want to check on a replay, but I'm pretty sure they were seen. They look to be on the wrong side. You're going to have to change the ordinance. Oh, you still 1. Where are they going? Oh, okay. I didn't even see that guy up there.
Okay, they won. So combat started at 15 seconds. Let's see if we can get check this replay and what happened at 15 seconds. My game is updating. Why is it updating now? Okay, well,
is there an update?
Oh, it might be because I sometimes it happens when you play the game. It's updating because it changes versions, I think.
Huh.
Maybe.
I never go through because you're using an old version, so you don't need an updated version to. I always just click straight on the replay and go bypass the whole BattleNet.
I just click the replay now. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how this replay goes and see where they ran off to.
15 seconds is. So we need to go through on your positions, and yeah, you're gonna have to take them off.
What, the position?
Yeah, because they still went straight through. The adding that 1 to the success win didn't help.
Yeah, we'll play offline.
We can erase all this code from before now, right?
Yep.
I just commented it. I would erase it.
Yeah, it works now.
I always like to. Oh wait, no, I can't because.
Why can't you do it? You can do it.
It's not. It's you're on the.
Oh, the thing. Oh, okay. I'll switch it in a sec. Mine's just done anyways.
I just like to clean up. I always leave my old code commented like that, so in case something happens, I can. Because they didn't have Git when I was learning the program, so I didn't have all this version control to
So we have
undo.
50. It's 15. Well, it was at 15 seconds. So like right now, it.
Was that 15 seconds or 15? So it's off already?
Yeah.
Is it printed? Yeah, melee camera started. Well, no, that's the other one. Well, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what triggered it. Can you go back? Let's go to the code and add some debugging, I think.
To the code? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one triggered, so we can see which one triggered it.
Okay. It's
Because you got melee combat is started on both, so you need to just add like the reason why. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we just melee combat started.
Hold on. Let me try. I'm gonna start the timer. Hopefully, I can do that without messing up your turn. Okay. There we go.
Not
Hopefully.
now.
No. What?
Read only is read only. It says.
Oh, but maybe because I clicked out of the ID. Let's try again.
I don't have permissions, is what it is. Make read. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Yeah. So I'm just going to put some reasons in here, so we know why it did it. So shield damage, melee. Oh, we don't have this in here either.
Do what?
High ground.
Oh.
So if any of them goes up, right now it's gonna. Should we go? Right now it's gonna be like if. So right now it's gonna be if you have 10 of them in the bottom and 1 up top, it's gonna go. It's gonna go even though all of them are on the bottom. Like
Then we should actually only limit this to the zealots. Put back
okay. Well, I think we need to do 2 things to do this, and then down here on this enemy ground, let's change this up so that it says. Should we check for?
So right now we're checking if any unit is.
Yeah, any. Well, yeah. The Z position can be any unit stalker or.
Yeah.
So we want to make the Z position check. How do you do that? Where's the melee? I don't know the Eris filters.
For what? For just the stalker? I mean, just for zealots in the thing.
Can we just? Oop.
Nope.
I did that. That was me that time.
That was official. You mean to add back for the zealot filtering?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
We can actually reverse. We can reverse. Which line was it again? Was it?
Was the step? Delayed start on step. Where we at? Here we go.
Yeah.
Roll attacking, but then that's not gonna.
No. I think it's after. So you actually, it's you.
I don't have the.
Oh, let's just go back a bit.
I don't have all the AI stuff. You do.
Hold on. I mean, I can just actually maybe just restore the last when we change this line. Actually, you know what? Let's go like this. Oh shit. What was it? Was it unit type ID? Unit.
Yeah, something like that. I don't have all the AI stuff.
Type ID.
Zelot.
Zelot. I think that was what we had last time.
Not changing, saving though. Oh, you got your parenthesis wrong, or your
Oh.
not the parenthesis, but the oh, I can't think of what it's called.
Squiggly brackets. What was it?
No, not the squiggly. It's the for some reason yours not. It's not updating on my screen what you've done.
Okay,
I can only see it on the.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, I'll just do this.
Is it working when I type?
Yeah, I see it.
There you go. What is that? But it was not. It was equals.
Actually, I don't think that was the right one.
I don't.
Oh, hold on. we might have a mess of stuff right there. Hold on. Let me restore back to where. Okay. There we go. Now you can type. Sorry.
Oh no, you were fine. I don't have all the yours is different than mine though.
You type.
Yeah, it's not telling me. Usually it tells me, like on my editor, when I mouse over the function, it tells me the inputs.
There. I'll bring it back to you. Actually,
There
Yeah.
it is.
yeah. You see it now, right?
Yeah, okay. So that should be sorted, right?
I think so. I don't remember if that was
Well,
exactly.
that's just going to check the zealots. It's not going to. So that would check the high ground one. But we still wanted to maybe. Let's just try this and see what happens.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe on the high ground, maybe we should only do it if all of them are high ground.
If all the zealots are on high ground?
No, if all the enemy is on high
Oh,
ground.
if all the enemy.
Because right now we're just checking to see if there's even just one enemy on high ground. It goes crazy. But maybe that's good. I don't know.
We can always start simple and then expand upon it. And make like a
Yeah.
to-do list to expand on it.
So have you put it on the ladder?
No, I forgot we have to get the other map. Once we have the other map, we can put it on the ladder because there's nothing done for the other map yet. That's what was missing. So next session, I think it'll just be a focus on setting up the stuff for the other ladder. And oh, something did not like what happened with the. Okay, so this actually was not correct too. I think it's actually
Oh, that looks correct.
Yeah, I think it's actually comma. So get units from roll unit type roll attacking close parenthesis comma and then unit type ID equals zealot, if I remember correctly.
No, that can't be right. Oh, I guess it could be. It could be right. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah, I think it's like
You mean comma or dot? It can't be comma. It can't be comma. It could be dot. Something else, but it can't be comma.
I'm pretty sure that's what we had, but it was close parenthesis. I saw it. We had it last time. Let me just use the AI and I'll just have it sorted out. Let's see there.
Yeah, the AI did it last time.
Yeah, I did do it last time. So let's try this. We'll wait. I have to make sure I'm only got this. Get zealots from the attacking roll. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Unit type equals is what it was. Okay.
And then it's like Control A, Alt A. Whoops. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
That looks good. We weren't even close.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. So I guess that's a good to try.
Oh yeah. It's good to try. Let's do that.
So we got more debugging down there, so we know which one is turning it off, or which one is saying combat started. So if there's which condition.
Dog Tato, hello. Dog Tato, you should join us. Get another person into this rotation. Oh, it sounds like someone. Oh, there it is. Hey, Dog Tato. welcome, welcome. You've come just at the right time. Hopefully, we'll find out if our debug is there in the voice chat. There is a link to the.
Let's see the strings.
Oh, hold on. Does it work? Oh, I think it worked.
It worked.
Oh, it did work. Wow, it actually worked. Not that I should be surprised, just it's just a little surprised, but it worked.
They still lost though.
No, hold on. They're still up. Like look at how low these Zerglings are. They're really low. So well, let's find out. Maybe they lost. Let's find out.
Well,
maybe. No, they're gonna win.
no,
they're gonna win. Yeah, it's gonna win.
It seemed like the Zealots weren't engaged like as much as they should be.
Well, they weren't fully. First of all, they weren't fully inside this thing. So.
Right. Yeah. We still need to change the positions.
All right. See if we can change the positions, and then I'll actually get Dog Tato set up so we have. So Dog
I think
Tato.
my time is about up. Oh.
No, you got 5 minutes still, or a little bit over 5 minutes. So Dog Tato, just in the there's actually I'll ping you so you can see it. If you click on the Discord thing, you can get there's a link for you to click on so you can join in the session.
So you're just taking here on your positions. You're taking the closest four. I don't know which ones.
Oh, sorry. The position. Sorry, it's at the very top. There is a table.
Yeah. I got it. Assign defensive positions. So you're taking. I see what you got. You got the four closest. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But which ones? I don't know which ones are.
Go all the. Am I not focused on you? Why can't I see where you're looking at? Sorry. Oh yeah. So all here. Sorry. These are all the tables of them. You'd probably just have to minus the X, like one from each X.
Yeah, but you only want to do the right side.
Oh, is the left side okay?
It looked fine on before. I didn't notice any problem with it.
So I guess the right side would be. Oh my God, which one was
the last four? Is it the last four?
No, it's interlocking.
Oh, I mean,
so it's going right,
at...
left. It's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, so the 43s and 28s.
Yeah, so the 43s are
right side.
Yeah,
right?
The 43s.
Left to right, right?
Yeah.
So if you turn the 43s to 44s.
Yeah, let's try that. Because you want it to be closer to the.
I think this is right.
It might be actually be 42s.
No, that would
no
be further to the left, right?
Let's
try this. Let's try it. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll find out if it zigged, we'll zag.
All right. So yeah, Dog Tato, just click on the link in the chat, in the Discord chat, and then that should get you into.
He might have Visual Studio.
Oh, that's true. He might have Visual Studio. That's true.
I do. I'm just trying to sign into the web thing, but.
If you have Visual Studio, you just need to download the extension called Live Share, and you can just use your own Visual Studio. You don't have to use the web thing. The web thing is only if you don't have Visual Studio. So if you have Visual Studio, go to the extensions and just type in Live Share. It should be made by Microsoft. And add the extension, then click the link, and then it should be fine.
I'll buy you a new computer just so you can load up faster.
It's the streaming that's causing.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
But you know what? If I had a powerful computer and I streamed, then it'd be. Oh, this is the other side though.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side, but we can check to see if they're still good. That does look good to me. So we didn't mess them up anyway.
Oh, they went up.
And they changed. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they changed. That's good. Wow, that's actually really good. They went up.
Now, all right. Yeah, it's gonna win too. I think. Well,
it's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's gonna win. It's gonna win because they have the stutter step. So it should. They should. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
That's not good at all. That's not good at all.
Anyway, the part we worked on worked.
Yeah. He might still win. This is really bad though. But like,
No.
oh, that's terrible.
No.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's I don't know how to solve that solution.
That's a whole other issue.
That's a whole different. Well, I'm gonna put that in our to-do list eventually. Maybe that's a whole different thing. But
oh, I couldn't even tell you how many hours I have spent on ramp controls. Not even hours, but days, maybe weeks.
Investigate ramp scenario of fighting without vision. Question
But
mark?
everything else worked. That's good.
Yeah, that all worked.
The logic worked. It held the position and then it gave it up at exactly the right time. We needed to go from the other side though.
Yeah, we did check the other side.
Oh wow, it's already 7:30. I have to go before long.
Yeah.
Almost dinner time.
Dog Tata, how you making out there? Just checking up on you.
I might have it working.
You got it working? Oh,
Maybe.
there. Yep, I see it. All right. Cool. And then let me add you to this rotation. You're coming at the close to the end of it, but we'll get you in a round, and so.
We can go next. I think my time's about up.
Yeah. Hold on. So hold on. Let me get this up so we can see. All right. Oh, this is the other side again. We'll see if we can get the other side. All right, let's try again. And then I'm gonna actually add Dog Tata to the rotation while this stop timer. How do I add someone else? Aha. And then Dog Tata. All right, Dog Tata, are you a Python? You're cool with Python?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Perfect.
what my bot is in.
Perfect. Actually, put you in. Okay, so we'll rotate you in soon after we do this this check to see if we're on the right side, and then we'll rotate you in, and we'll give you the idea of where to go.
All right, looks like you're on the right side.
Oh, we're on the right side.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they are clicking into it. Yeah, it works. Yeah, they're clicking into it. Hopefully they stay inside.
And they're on the bottom, so they're gonna wait. Awesome.
Oh, they didn't wait. They didn't wait though.
Yeah, they waited long. I think.
Enemy on the high ground. So they thought the enemy's on the high ground. So something happened with the yeah.
Is that maybe we gotta change the? Is it greater than? Maybe a equal with an equal sign too.
Yeah. So it thought the enemy was in the high ground.
Let me look the code real quick. It's not my turn though. Yeah, you get as greater. No, that should be. Maybe you should add one. Well, maybe add a little bit to the Z position.
All right, Dog Tata.
Just as a buffer.
We'll tell you where to go. So you're currently. Can you control the thing? Let's see if you can just. Let's see if you have the power.
Maybe.
Let's
I
find
can
out.
type in a window.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Cool. Okay, you can control it. We can see you. I think so. Can you? Yeah, we can see you. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you need to. Where do we need to go to? Remind me to.
Check the high ground function.
So
I think you need to add a buffer to the because you know if it's like the Z is like 12.2 and the other Z is 12.1.
Yeah, so you have to go to the main high ground function, the actual check high ground.
So I did like Z position plus like I don't know 0.5.
I don't know. It might have. gotten unsynced.
Nope. We're following you
Well,
still.
it wasn't looking at the same part of the code.
Okay.
I did like a Control F to jump to it. Is it?
That's it. Yeah,
That's it.
okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Or maybe it's just I have my window a different size, so it looks different. All right.
Oh yeah, go back to. Okay, there it is. So what do you say? Like a buffer to this? So like
I think if you just like Z position plus or minus, well, yeah, plus Z position plus something like 0.5.
Why are we adding the buffer? Like to
Because if you got right now, if one is on like 12.1 and the other person's on 12.12, even though it's, I mean, if it's just like a very small.
it's being very. It's being very specific at
Yeah, so if you just add it in there, then it's gonna have to be up, a certain amount before it's gonna trigger.
So
Not just,
0.5. So like Z
I
plus.
think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just putting out a number on my head.
I
think that
mean,
should be good.
Why not? Right?
I think so.
Yeah, that would include if they're like partway down a ramp.
Oh.
That wasn't what happened in that game.
Yeah, that's not what happened, but yeah, that's the same thing would happen.
Okay, I guess we can see if that works. But yeah, we'll it's a good idea. Okay. And I feel like if that works, then that's all the melee. Maybe? Like isn't that I think that's the last part of the actual
As far as the positioning, yeah.
yeah, then
No, I mean you can always come up with more conditions if you see them.
yeah, well, once it's on the ladder, then maybe other conditions. But one thing we didn't test, or like we don't have, is what happens if they're on the other side. So if they're right now, we have a solution for them. If they come through the middle, if they come up the same ramp side, I guess technically if they come up the other side, it'll be elevated. So maybe that covers it because then
You won't see them. Then.
oh, you won't. You're right. You won't see
You
them.
can do the timer just if it's been like 20 seconds or 30 seconds and you haven't seen the enemy, then they're in defending. And then you could actually take that time to position.
Oh yeah,
exactly how you want to.
So you're right. So we'd actually have to start. So yeah, we'd have to have a. Oh, why is this guy not going? Where's this guy? Why is this guy stopped?
That's odd.
Oh, that's weird. That was really weird. Oh, they are on the. Oh, they are on the high ground.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna
Okay.
say, whoa.
So that works. I think they will win this, maybe.
Yeah, because that onesie lap went all the way the long way.
Okay, we can call that works, but
Plus that one stalker took a while
I
to
don't
take
know
off.
why. I'm gonna chalk that up as probably a bug, but that has never happened before, and we didn't do anything. We haven't touched the stalkers, so I don't see why it would do that.
Plus it fixed itself too. That
Yeah,
was
it did
weird.
fix itself. It did eventually just moved, so we'll call that as a fluke. But I think
Yeah.
what we could do next is put that a catch-all time, like a catch-all for if there's no enemy unit, no enemy visible.
That's gonna be hard to test against the AI though.
Yeah, well, we can just put it in there now for now though, and then when we go on it goes on the ladder, then we'll just have to look at a replay and see what happens. So Dogtan, I'll probably go to the where do we put? I forgot to put a tag so we can just Control F this, but is it just above? No, where do we check?
Checking for what?
When we check for all our conditions. So on step goes, if you go to the on step,
Combat started.
Combat started, yeah.
It was the function right above where you were at. It was on the same page. Combat started. Check combat started right there. Right above the high ground function.
Yeah.
Oh, is this?
What is,
This is not the. Is this where we check for all the?
Yeah.
Oh, this is where we put all the but this is checking. Oh, if combat
where
started.
does this get set to true?
The melee combat started.
Yeah.
This is.
Well, I guess that's different.
Yeah. So we need to so before the return false, we'll need to put like a catch-all for like if the if self.time is more than, what are we, like 20 seconds?
Well, it needs to be longer than that, I think, because that 15-second one's before they even went off to the spot, remember?
So
So
like
probably-
30 seconds?
Yeah, it's probably double that, 30.
Yeah. So right in
Just in that function, if it's been more than 30 seconds, return true.
Oh,
yeah, in this check mini yeah, so yeah.
Was it formatted time?
No, just self.time is fine.
What's up? You sure?
Yeah, formatted time is only if you want to see it printed and you can actually like see what time you want. So time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We do need that false though at the end of it.
Afterwards.
After. Oh,
So if
afterwards.
it's greater than 30, then now you return true, and then return false as the
Yeah.
default.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, I can do that if you just like it code-wise, style-wise, but that is what that does.
Oh,
see the
you.
return
Oh,
on
you.
there.
Oh, I see. You did the return self.time 30. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, look at this. High level.
It's
Yeah,
a
he was
little-
right. You were right. I didn't even see the return in front of it.
I
Neither
mean, it
did
works,
I.
but this is a little more like the pattern stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point. It would have been kind of like an odd. It changed it, but no, that you're. I didn't even see the return because I thought you'd done if, and I was like, huh?
Yes, that's
But-
what I thought too. I thought it was an if as well. So I was reading it as if something. I was like, well, okay, finish it.
Okay, that makes sense. And so like actually, so I guess yeah, if it's over 30 seconds, then they go on an attack. So I guess
Right. That looks good.
yeah.
I don't know how you're going to get it. You're not going to be able to test it, though.
No,
And
we
it's
can't
there.
test it, and we'll have to wait till it goes on the ladder and like actually see what happens when it does that. Because again, like Rasper's bot just sits there in a formation, like it sits in a U formation, like a concave. So I don't know how to solve that for that solution. Like if a bot takes a defensive stance like that, like
Well,
you know.
see, the thing about that is if you know they're doing that and you're
Yeah.
defensive, you can take the time to set up exactly how you want to.
yeah. Because I know
Sweet.
there are two bots on the micro ladder that sets up in a defensive position, and they just wait for the other bot to run into them. So I don't know a solution to that, and I'm gonna leave that out to people. Anybody's watching or anyone figures it out. I just don't know what we'll do for that. But for now, just
Like 'em.
what? Yeah, no, that's
Like
what I thought. Is that the idea would be to go around the side of the map, the top of the map, and come down. But I don't know. That would be like you'd have to maybe path to target. So we'd have to use path to target and go.
We just go to a point like you do now with the defensive positions. And then
Oh,
when everybody's there, when everybody's in range of it, then you go to the next one.
oh, that could be good. And then because you could go up there and then come down around, like go to
Right.
switch to a point 2 to go up to the top, and then
I gotta go soon. I got 10
Okay.
minutes left.
okay.
Okay.
Let's just try that. I think that might be a good way to start, like to at least wrap it up, is to give it a point, like some
Well,
sort
that's
of
gonna take you a while.
to give it a command to go up to the top and then come back to just target the enemy
Okay.
pylon from there.
Because you're gonna have to start a flag to know that you're in defensive mode, or that the enemy is in defensive mode, and then you're gonna have to put in all your logic from there.
I mean, we could just have it that if the time has gone past, past a certain time and there's no enemy unit, it could be just that.
right. So
that-
that there, if you could do the self time is greater than 30, you could set a flag there.
Okay, let's do that.
This says, it's
Let's-
gonna be Dog Tato's. He's up there.
Yeah, Dog Tato. Let's
So
set
you
a
can just-
flag.
Well, you're gonna have to make the flag too as well.
Yeah. Well,
So you can stay.
yeah, we just make a flag up at the top where we have our flags all set up there. So we just like hey Levi Carboletto, welcome. We're actually coming to the end of this session, but you can join. You can keep an eye on what's going on here.
This is
Well, y'all can keep going. I have to go though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you
I'm
get
gonna-
the privilege of naming it. Have you can,
like
perfect.
It sounds good.
We've had quite the time trying to figure out the naming of the tags. Hopefully, if I just move my mouse, hopefully that doesn't screw you up.
That's all
Yeah.
I mean.
Did it? Sorry.
He's good.
Okay, good. I just moved my mouse, so I don't know if it messes up.
So
go back to the 30. Go back to the if time, and then set that flag to true. And then we just kind of have to go to the. Ooh, good
it's
question.
a little superfluous because we always just check that. But so here, check melee combat started, or is that the same? Okay, yeah, it is just melee.
It's just defining it, yeah.
And then I think what we can do is if we have the, then it would be, oh, what's going on? Yeah.
We could just like do that. Like,
Yeah. Is this in the, oh, this is for the current target. Yeah, if we change up the current target of
let's do that.
but we also want it that if this flag goes over. Oh, so I see what you for the self the time in general. I see. Yeah.
Well, so when you is there a like? Do you want to do this when the time is over 30?
Yeah, okay. So he's adding on to what we did before.
Yeah.
Beyond just the melee units.
Yeah, because what I
Okay.
what I was thinking too as well is the idea of if it's over 30 seconds and if it's over 30 seconds instead, we should give it a 0.2 to go to the top of the map and then from there go down to the pylon. We'd issue it a
Oh, probably. Like, that should probably be like override of other things because
so Levi, if you want to get started on a bot, there is a template in this description. Actually, if I go !template, please tell me I have that set up. We'll find out if I actually have that, if that's a real command. Maybe I can just drop the link for the template into the chat. Oh.
should this be? This makes more sense.
Okay, so Levi, you can see the template in the description. Okay, so that template is a good starting template to get yourself started. The other way you can also get started is if you want to join us here on Mondays for these sessions, and you can get your feet wet, so you don't have to start one from scratch. But if you want to just work with us on this group project. So what? Oh, I actually had not been paying attention. What did we end up changing?
I just so far just pasted in like the attack logic until we figure out something else here.
Yeah. Oh,
I was kind of thinking you could have the melee units advance to the other vision blockers.
if there's no enemy units, or if it hasn't been attacked, go to the other vision blockers.
Yeah,
and just advance forward. And I'm wondering if it's better to do that, because if they go there, then they might, because I've seen Eris, they go just a little bit in front of their pylon and they just stand outside of the outside of that area, that loop. I wish I could show it specifically, but like right in front of their vision, and they do like a U shape. So I'm like, if we go around them, then we break that formation, because that formation is really strong because they have the full concave around that entrance. So if you're a melee, you're gonna get, because he plays his bot is a Terran, and so when you run in there, it's just like getting shot, like a shooting fish in a barrel, because you come in and they just have like the full concave around that entrance.
Yeah.
So maybe it's best actually even just go up the top of the ramp. If we go up top, if everyone goes up top the ramp, then That would probably be better. We don't need to go all the way around the map. Just go up top the ramp and come down the ramp would still break that formation, I think. And then we just have to use the coordinates that the stalkers have. The stalkers have the coordinates go on the top of the ramp. It's self dot defense. It's the defense position.
These.
Yeah, so that whatever those coordinates, we can actually give those coordinates to the zealots to go to if they have not been attacked. So they can go up there and then attack the melee units. I mean, sorry, then attack the pylon, because that would probably be the best thing we could do, I think. Is if,
Yeah, so we need to check if the melee units reach there to then tell them to go further.
yeah. But we'd have to have the main condition, which is if they don't have if they haven't been attacked. So we have it right now, we have it over 30. So actually we'll leave the 31. We'll leave the 30 if time.
Oh yeah,
over
if they're
30.
already fighting, then you don't want to do this.
Yeah. Okay. I think so this will actually, it's actually my turn, so I'll handle this one. I'll let you finish that one, then we'll
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Or
No,
put it on my clipboard.
Cool. Okay. What would be the best way to go about this? Would be to actually, where do we currently have our melee units? Oh, maybe I actually have to make sure it's on me now.
Yeah, it's following you.
Yeah, is it following me? Okay. Oh, no, it's still following you. I need to somehow focus back on me. I forgot how to do that. Oh, there we go. Figured it out. Melee combat started. Melee. If melee. Okay. We actually, we just actually probably just control the target, because if I remember correctly, we just pass in a target for it to use. If that's not the case.
Probably. Target.
Current target. What is current target? Is it
That was set from that.
from the top at the
If
top?
else, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. So we can actually current target equals self current target. Oh, that's the scout. Oh, I thought you deleted all this code. Mind me. It's still here. Oh, it's deleted now.
The permissions were wrong. Remember? It wouldn't let me do
Oh,
it.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because I reloaded and then it didn't give me the reading.
Oh,
right when
okay,
I came
yeah.
back.
Clean it out. There. I was like, what is all this code? And I'm like, oh yeah, we so if we change the target, where is it? Is it self-thought? Current. Oh, here it is.
I gotta
Okay.
go.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. See you, mind me. Thank you.
Oh,
We'll
good
go.
luck.
Hopefully you'll be here next week. If you're still around, we'll finish it up and we'll do the other
Yeah.
side. We'll do the other side
so.
and then we'll probably put it up on the ladder right after that.
So have fun.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so if not melee, self-combat time here. Oh wait, so actually this actually
Yeah, it's doing
this,
that.
it actually is already doing that. It's already giving them the so maybe this
Except-
is okay.
Well, yeah, except they'll just go to that top position and then wait there.
Yeah.
So once they get there, we need to detect.
Oh no,
that.
there's a full attack. So this full attack flag sends them to go and attack the enemy pylon.
Oh, okay. So that shouldn't be there, probably.
Wait, hold on. Full attack is, if I remember correctly, full attack is a boolean, and then if full attack, Full
I think we would
attacks.
want a full attack once they're all near the defense stalker position.
Yeah. Hold on. So, where does what was it that
Actually
sets?
get used.
What does it actually? Wait, where did we? Full attack. Set to false.
Oh, it's not used.
Oh, did we not? Did I not use it yet? Maybe I just said it and I didn't actually use it. Yeah. So full attack equals true. Then full attack sets true at this, and then I guess I just didn't use it yet. Because then I'm gonna have to go if full attack is. But we want it. We don't want it to do. We don't want it to go until they reach their position. Right? We just actually.
Yeah. So you could say if you could check if all the units are near defense stalker position, and if they are, then say full attack equals true and go attack enemy start location instead.
Yeah, and there was actually a check for that. We have a check in here. It's actually it was deprecated, but here it is. Check defensive position. It's still here. All right, check if this is necessary. Mind me made this too, and I should have waited till I should have asked him about it because I forgot how this works.
Was just checking defense position specifically. You could change it to take an argument. So this isn't being used. Oh yeah, it's commented out where it's used.
Well, it could. Well, it wasn't being used, but it can be used now because we actually use it to check the position.
Yeah, but again, it's checking defense position, not defense stalker position.
Yeah, well, that we can just use it as like an argument. You're right. We can just pass an argument to it. Check X, Y, Z, and then if it's unit to distance of the position then it's true. Arrive. So self that arrive, then returns. If not, self the enemy units returns, and then defense position. So this could be, as you say, the stalker defense position instead, or yeah. Actually, for now, I'm gonna just put it as a stalker defense position, and then maybe make it a little bit more robust later. Stalker self.stalker. Whoops.
Assist unit. Okay, this only checks if one unit has arrived, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, closest unit. So maybe we can do 4. We can loop over the. Where is it getting closest units from first? Oh, actually,
right here.
Okay. So I'm gonna actually go defense. Change these. Can I? If I hopefully I'm not using this anywhere else. So if I just go like this and then change this to stalker. Oh no. Am I using this anywhere else? Can I preview this? Control enter. Oh, I'm using this in those other places. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't remember all those. So let's go say defense, stalker position, and then defense, stalker position. And then this is saying closest unit, but maybe we don't want it to be closest unit. So all units. And then can I change these without too much problem? Oh, that cannot be renamed. Why not?
So if you wanted to check if there were any units that weren't there, you could say units dot further than.
Oh, you mean like doing the reverse?
Position. Yeah.
Come on. So let's maybe change this to. Whoops. And
Good. Because yeah, are you trying to check if any units got there or if all units got there?
All units. If all units got there. So let's check if all units are there. Because then we want this is I don't think I'm pretty sure I'm not using this right now.
So you can do that in one thing. Say it's like units that aren't there is self.units.further than.
Whoops. Self. Further than.
Yep, and then it. It's the distance, so maybe 2 is good enough.
Yeah.
Might make it 3 just to give them a little more room to crowd in.
Say
And
3.
then the position, yeah. So if all units, then false. So that should be empty if they're all there.
Okay, so if all units false,
Yes.
is self.arrive equal false, or just return false, or return out of it?
Self.arrive would be false,
Yeah.
but it's already false. So you could say
Return.
if not all units.
Oh, if not all units, got it. If not all units.
Self.arrive equals true. Yeah, you can just delete that line.
Oh, why isn't it lighting up? What did we miss? What did I miss? My IntelliSense is not lighting up.
Yeah, sometimes it
That's
gets weird with true false. It says things aren't reachable, but they are. You could try saying,
hold on. That's weird. I've never seen that happen before. So what if I don't?
you could say like length self.targets equals 0 instead. Or you could say self.targets is empty. That's probably the best one.
Self.targets?
Does that work? Or is it empty?
That's so weird.
Yeah. Dot empty. Say if all units dot empty.
If all units.
And it's a property. So it's just dot empty.
Oops.
Yeah.
I've never tried that before. Okay. If all units empty. Oh, I see. Because it doesn't like the not. Oh, because if it does, it can't reach it properly. Okay, I get it now. Why I did that.
Yeah, the editor isn't able to parse some things correctly.
Oh, okay.
I keep running into it saying code is unreachable, and then I can see it like printing long messages that are supposedly unreachable.
Okay. Your turn. And we'll do one last session, and then we'll round it up.
Right, so
let me put to follow participant. And I'll quickly check out what's going on this stream. Make sure the stream's okay. You're right.
Shortcuts don't work. Something like that, probably.
If not, self-melee combat started.
I feel like this
We may not
is
need
not quite right.
Yeah, we may not need to do. If not, melee combat start rated and self.time is greater than. Shouldn't it be maybe less than 30? Hold on.
I wonder if it shouldn't be like.
So if not self.melee. Oh, you took the else if and you made it just. Oh, okay. That could work.
Like, so it needs to.
So it's like we have is like if melee combat hasn't started and the time is greater than 30. So if it's over 30 seconds, this is kind of like, okay, let's check if self will attack. Let's check defense position. Attack true. If current enemy location. Oh, so we set to do the enemy. Oh, we haven't used the full attack yet. That's
I've definitely added stuff that shouldn't be. But yeah, so if we've started melee combat, we don't want to mess with any of this. I'm just going to delete this part from that. It's making it too complicated.
because we could simplify this. It's like right now, if not melee combat started and self.time is greater than 30. So that sets up where if it's over the amount of time and they're not already in combat, which is right, that makes sense. Then if the full attack or self-defense position. Okay, so actually this full attack can't be here because the was just like if full attack, so we don't want to we can't it doesn't make sense that we check it here. We have to set full attack somewhere else for it to be true, because it's checking if it's true and it's only set here. That's not gonna work. I see. And then the enemy start location is where it goes. Else go to this defense. Okay, this makes sense because it's over. If it's over, yeah. Okay, so this makes sense. Then go to the start position. And go to the other stuff. Okay, I think this. Let's test this. Okay, let's test to see what this looks like. Let's get this terminal up. I don't know why my terminal was down, but yeah, like I said, can we set? No, we can't set the computer to do nothing. Not I could in like the regular I can, but not this. Okay, let's test this anyways to see what happens. We won't be able to test that specific, but let's make sure the other functions still work, and then, you know, like a little bit of a process of a elimination will at least know that we didn't break anything.
Just looking up what AnglerBot is exactly.
You mean like what the?
Yeah, if you could just put in a different bot to play against.
Oh, in the run PY?
Yeah.
Good question.
Oh, here it is.
Maybe you can just maybe not put another bot. You could maybe like, if there's no bot, it will.
Well, you could play it against itself, honestly, if it's playing passively.
You try that. Okay, it didn't crash. That's a good sign.
Probably won't do anything different, hopefully.
Okay, so far so good. Oh, there's a stalker on there. That's why I'm like, why did it leave? But it was the stalker.
Um.
On the high ground.
Yeah. Was there a stalker on the high ground?
Yeah, there's one right
Oh,
here.
on the other side. Yeah. So it was right. Had better vision.
Okay, that's good.
That's complicated.
All right, 1. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, something happened here. What condition was this?
What's the time? Oh yeah, it's definitely over 30. And there's, I don't know, does melee combat turn to false at any point?
Yeah, something here. Yeah, because now it's I think that's triggering the defense, because it going back to our main pylon is a defense, is the defense mechanism. Oh, it might have been triggered because the enemy was close to our pylon. Oh, because it went to defense mode, and it went back to our pylon. So we need to. Oh, okay.
Where's defense mode?
Because there's because then what happens as well is that there needs to be the full attack needs to trigger that it overrides, like it goes straight to the enemy pylon regardless of what's happening. Because right now it's checking if defense mode, and then the defense mode was triggered because the enemy was close to the pylon. But it didn't set it. It did not set to go full attack. Like the stalkers were not set to go to full attack. So we need to.
It just seems weird that defense mode was true, because like once there weren't enemies nearby.
But we should have turned it to false. But even if it was false,
Should have come back.
Even if it was false though. Unless we have a condition that says if defense mode is false, which I don't know if we have.
I don't think.
Because right
It
now
initializes false, but this is the only place that sets it.
it sets it as false, but right now it's where do we have for it when it says the defense right now? So if defense mode is on and so we have a pylon, go there. So if it's not.
I mean, you don't honestly. Do you even need to check self.pylons? If you don't have a pylon, haven't you lost?
I mean, if there's no pylon, I just didn't want it to crash at the time because like you just didn't want it to check.
Errors.
Yeah, it was just there to make sure it doesn't crash.
I'm referencing it.
Yeah. So if that's not true, else if enemy supply equals 0 and self melee combat has started, self full check is true, and then enemy start location, range to enemy start location. That should have triggered then. That one should have triggered because it should be. This should have been true. This should have been true. This should have triggered. Maybe we should get rid of the if enemy combat started, because maybe we just say if enemy supply equals 0, because this if statement should because I remember we need to do it because it'll just attack because there's no enemy. If the enemy supply is only checked once it's seen the enemy, and then it checks against it. So it started. Yeah, this should have triggered. I don't know why it didn't trigger though.
Like this shouldn't be able to. This stays true.
Yeah, it stays true. So it should have triggered. Maybe we can debug it and put a print statement, and well, I don't know if we can recreate that scenario, but
let's see. Okay. So no, seems like it should work. Yeah. So what should say? Well. What do you use for print statements?
Print.
Okay.
Print bracket. Yeah. Okay. let's I guess see how that goes. Though I don't know if we're gonna get the. We still actually haven't used the full attack statement or the full attack.
It's just, yeah, I mean, it's kind of in use.
Yeah. Oh, I do because we have it in the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Did you put all the print statements what we need? Because then we can just do a.
I mean, this could also say, like, you just want it to stay on full attack.
Yeah, because once it's on full attack, that means it's believed that it's one, or there isn't a enemy.
So doing that might, I mean, it shouldn't be able to get confused about enemy supply or melee combat started, but oh, did it crash?
No, I closed it because you were typing, and I was like, oh, I actually don't remember when I pushed run when you were typing. I didn't want it to crash it.
Oh yeah, it might have had partial code.
Yeah, because you were typing and I pushed run, and I was like, oh wait, you might have had like you might have just ran off of partial code. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, this might be the best possible scenario. Yeah, right in there. That's actually really good. Because they got really close to the zealots. Yeah, that's what you want. Oh, that was beautiful.
Lost one zealot.
Yeah, that was freaking beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am pretty content with saying that this map is done for, like, I think we've done. Yeah, I'm going to say that this map is done, and then next week we will do the second map and then put it up on the ladder. I feel like that's pretty good. I actually put that in my notes. So I'm going to say that we... so we need to do map condition. Oh, I forgot to do keep units safe when the health falls below 4%. Or 0.4. Okay, that can be done next week too. That's not super hard.
Is that for ranged units specifically?
So I think so. I have a question mark here, which means I didn't know what would be best to do if the melee units get total health below 4. If they take them out of battle until their shields charge back up, that might be good. But maybe even lower, but they may not even get away. So I didn't know. I put it as a question mark because I wasn't know if it would be good to have units come out of combat if they're just low HP. Because that might
probably not, because they're going to be disengaging from like ranged marines or zerglings that are faster.
Oh, true. So maybe just the range is good because I have.
I mean, maybe against Protoss it would make sense because they could outrun other zealots.
There's not a lot of there's not enough units to make this maybe viable too. There's not a lot to work with. So it actually, I put this as a question mark, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing it. Or actually, I'll put it in my to consider. I'll put it in my to consider pile because it may be something worth looking at a later time, but not now. And then
you definitely risk units not engaging and just dying passively.
Yeah. Well, the range units might be fine with that though, but you don't want them to, if they disengage, like keep the stutter step, it should be enough. It's fine. Then investigating ramp scenario without vision. That's a nice to have. I'm not gonna let that stop us from getting it up on the ladder. And then just at map conditions. The last thing we have to do is change the next map. So next week, all we have to do is make sure that we have similar considerations for the next map, and it's ready to go up. And we can then start. Yeah, that's exciting. All right.
Next week is checking replays.
Yeah. Well, next week we will put it up on the ladder, and then the week after that is checking replays. Yeah. So next week will be purely getting the map to make sure that this responds to because we were only on. Is this micro plateau? Which one is this one? Which map was this one? This
feel
was
like it's battle micro arena.
Bot micro arena. So then next week I'm gonna actually put it in here so I remember for plateau micro. Okay, so that's next week is plateau micro conditions, and then cool. I actually put like a to do so I remember when I come look in here next week. To do oh, I think it's still following. Okay. Oops, to do. So this actually no longer needs to be checked if necessary because we've done that. To do change conditions or map. Okay, cool. And I guess actually we can get rid of the print statements because I think that actually we can probably leave it because we have to test it anyways and make sure they're all working. So we'll leave the print statements. All right, so that's this week. All right. Wow. All right. Oh, time to actually before we exit it, where's in the main bot file? Can I create a new file here? Yeah. I'm gonna call this let's call it authors. It'll be like frickin' Mind Me and Dog Tato. Whew. All right.
I feel like I contributed more last week than this week, but
It's okay. This is ongoing. This bot is not done yet. This is even the littlest contribution is added. If you come in a session, you get your name added to this list. It's not done by quantity or quality. It's just you're here, you added to it, you're a pilot or a navigator, you're in it. And yeah, that's this week. So those who are here on the stream, thanks everyone who sticked and watched. Thank you, Dog Tato, for coming this week. I appreciate anybody who comes in and jumps in and takes their hand at getting this little bot up and running. As you know, every week we're here working on this bot, and then after this bot is done, we'll work on another one. We'll just keep on working on projects, and it's ever going. So those who are in if you want to be here in the navigator and the pilot roles, I just pushed !join. That's how you get to find out every week. And then at the end of this, actually in this week, we're gonna be having post bots. So if you have something you want to share on post bots, if you're a member, you hit me up. And actually I'm looking for someone for this week's to share, because unfortunately we were supposed to have Craig, the maker of T-Bone. He was supposed to share this week, but he had to reschedule for next post bots. So I'm gonna have to find a replacement. So if you want something to share that you've been working on, you think it's kind of cool, it's no matter how big, no matter how small, whatever it is, we do that. And it's just like our demo day. You just show off something you've been working on, something that you think is cool, something you want to talk about, something that's interesting to you. And it's just a big old discussion circle of what we've been working on. So that is Postbots. That's the last of every month. And then there's obviously here, Assembly. I'll actually turn off this music because it's playing in my ear while I'm talking. And then we have Assembly, which is at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. So yeah, that's that. And then Doctato, how did you find your first actually here in the navigator and pilot? Tell the people how your experience.
A little bit abrupt. Wasn't sure what exactly you were working on when I jumped in,
but at least I feel like you got into it in the at the beginning once we start to get going.
it's easier than typing code in chat.
Yes, a lot easier. Perfect. All right, so that's this week's. Oh, you know what? I need to push this up, and then what did we do here? We fixed. Oh, we fixed a lot. I should probably have done more pushing, but I don't know. What did we do? We this is my lack of eating. I haven't eaten, so my brain is mushy. What did we do? We fixed the
melee positioning.
Fix the melee position, sight blockers, coordinate changed, and then refactored targets. Perfect. That gets committed, and then added authors. And that gets committed. Perfect. And then next week we finish the other side, and then up it goes onto the ladder. Perfect. That's a commit. That's beautiful. All right. And then hey, yes, Dyson, you too should join in. I know you're out there lurking, but you can join us. Don't be shy. All right. Thanks everybody for this week. I will see you next week. Hopefully, same time, same assembly channel. And we'll get this little bot up and running. I'm super excited to see it on the ladder and see how it performs. All right. And then until next time. Boo. And then there.
Yep. Yeah, I'll try to be a little earlier next week. Yeah, well, I left off on like hard coding the positions, and then I was like, well, they had like an hour and a half at least to do stuff. Who knows? So, yep, later.
Thank you.